I heard a lot in the short time I'm here about vehicle to grid, but the main issue we had to tackle with AirQon was to make a system which is vehicle to off-grid. So we have no electricity, but we want to take out the energy of the car, and most of the equipment will only work with a stable net situation. So this for us has been quite a challenge in the first 2 years, but we managed with the help of PRA, so coming on later also again, but we fixed it. But what Tom probably told, the COVID situation with no events, we had to move on to other activities. And I think this one is going too slow. The construction sites were for us a perfect place to test AirQon technically. And one of the things we learned was that there was not really an emphasis on capacity, but especially peak power was the issue we had to tackle. So in Breda there is a large construction site, and to really know what was going on, we put in 20 log systems in the construction sites, and I picked one out. These are 3 tower cranes where they have the ambition to provide them with a zero emission solution. And what we learned is that they thought they needed 750 amperes to power up the 3 cranes, but the average learned us that with a stable feed of 16 amperes per tower crane, it would be sufficient. So this was really interesting in our targets to realize a zero emission and prevent of the use of diesel. So that learned us a lot in how to work with vehicle to off-grid energy storage and all kind of solutions to make a situation where the diesel is not necessary. Oh, I see that my video has been taken out. So today, the last official day of AirQon, but we will go on. We will help events and construction sites by giving them the opportunity to prevent the use of a generator. So you see a picture of our stroomkaart, an energy map. So if people are organizing something, we as AirQon have made a system where you can make a perfect combination of power sources. So the use of a car is perfect, but it makes no sense to use, let's say, 200 or 300 cars to make one big buffer, because with an event it's practically impossible because of the lack of space, the drivers and the whole system around it. So with large festivals or construction sites, we first look at, is there on the map a grid solution? So we already have more than 10,000 grid points in the Netherlands where we can help people with the first energy need. Also, we made an agreement with the large CPO, the charge point operators from the large charging companies, to help get the energy out of the charging pole for events or power sites, and additional the cars. But what we have learned is that all solutions should be used where they come best. So they should be fit for purpose. And one of the things we are working on now is vehicle to storage. So I made a picture of the system we are building. It's like a mini container with 9 batteries as is from an electric vehicle. So we can have 9 cars with used batteries in one configuration, which is bidirectional. So you can put, let's say, 3 cars on this system, and you can have a lot of peak power and use the energy of the car with vehicle to storage or vehicle to this machine, however you call it. And this will make it possible to do large construction sites or larger sites for an event. And this will make it possible to even create a system where the car battery has a circular system. So at this point, we have almost 2,000 used batteries to be fitted in systems. So we can build them fast, but we can help construction sites and festivals with a low-cost energy storage system, also working together with electric vehicles. So after today, there will be a lot of work for us to do as AirQon. We don't need the help of Europe anymore, but we still have a long way to go. And we really like to work with all the technical specialists in making the systems possible to share the energy from the cars to our systems. And when the cars are, the batteries are not good enough for cars anymore, we want to use them in our system. And the end of life will be hopefully a system where we can make sure that the systems are recycled in a proper way. So this is really short, but it took us 4 years to find the most ideal situation in using the car in an off-grid situation for construction sites and events. And it's only beginning now. So thank you.
Thank you, Stephan.